On this video we're taking a look at our NBA best bets for the games that are happening on Thursday, April 28, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Toronto Raptors vs Philadelphia 76ers. The Raptors have looked like the hungrier team in the last 2 games, and they've reaped the rewards against the 76ers, who might be getting a little nervous now that their 3-0 series lead is dwindling. The 76ers will be without Matisse Thybulle, while the Raptors have listed Fred VanVleet as doubtful for this one. The 76ers should probably win this game if they came out with the right level of urgency, but all the momentum is with the Raptors at the moment, and I think they can keep it going with another surprise win in this one. Our best bet is Toronto plus 1.5 points. The Toronto Raptors will be looking to square up a series after blowing past the 76ers in a dominant 103-88 win in Game 5 on Monday. Pascal Siakam led the team with 23 points, 10 rebounds and 7 assists. Precious Achiuwa added 17 points with 3 blocks off the bench, while Aga Anunoby and Gary Trent Jr. each scored 16 points. As a team, the Raptors shot 51% from the field and 8 of 31 from the three-point line, but they were dominant on the defensive end, particularly in the second quarter where they held the 76ers to just 14 points in the second quarter to open a lead which ballooned to 19 points in the fourth quarter, where they ran away with it. Joel Embiid led the way for the Philadelphia offense, posting a team-high 20 points and 11 rebounds, and 7 of 15 shooting in 40 minutes on the floor. Tobias Harris added 16 points in 44 minutes, and James Harden chipped in a third-best 15 points on 4 of 11 shooting. The Toronto Raptors return home Thursday night riding high after getting back into the series with 2 consecutive wins. Offensively, Toronto was dominant in Game 5, making 51.2% of their shots to score 103 points in the game to get the victory. Pascal Siakam led all scorers in the game with 23 points and 10 rebounds on 10 or 17 shooting in 44 minutes of action. Gary Trent Jr. and Aga Anunoby scored 16 points each, while Precious Achiuwa scored 17 points in 27 minutes off the bench. The Philadelphia 76ers are now in danger of having this series go the distance as they came out flat in Game 5 and got punished. Joel Embiid led the team with 20 points, 11 rebounds and 4 assists. Tobias Harris added 16 points with 7 rebounds and 4 assists, while James Harden chipped in with 15 points and 7 assists. As a team, the 76ers shot 38% from the field and 10 of 37 from the three-point line as they suffered another slow start and could never recover after committing 10 turnovers in the first half alone. Matisse Thybulle had a quiet game of just 2 points on 1 of 6 shooting, while the bench combined for just 11 points. New Orleans Pelicans vs Phoenix Suns. This total seems low when you consider the Phoenix Suns are shooting 50.9% from the field in this series and now go on the road where they average 114 points. The New Orleans Pelicans are at home where the over has hit in 10 of their last 13 tries. Between these teams, the over has hit in 12 of the last 17 meetings. These teams are getting open looks and getting to their spots. Our best bet is over 214. The Phoenix Suns are averaging 110.6 points on 50.9% shooting and allowing 110 points on 45.4% shooting. Chris Paul is averaging 20.2 points and 4.2 rebounds, while DeAndre Ayton is averaging 20.2 points and 10.4 rebounds. Michael Bridges is the third double-digit scorer and Cameron Johnson is grabbing 4 rebounds. The Phoenix Suns are shooting 30.8% from beyond the arc and 78.2% from the free throw line. The Phoenix Suns are allowing 35.8% shooting from deep and are grabbing 36.4 rebounds per game. The New Orleans Pelicans are averaging 110 points on 45.4% shooting and allowing 110.6 points on 50.9% shooting. Brandon Ingram is averaging 28.2 points and 6.4 rebounds, while CJ McCollum is averaging 23.4 points and 7.4 rebounds. Jonas Valanciunas is the third double-digit scorer and Herbert Jones is grabbing 3.2 rebounds. The New Orleans Pelicans are shooting 35.8% from beyond the arc and 76.6% from the free throw line. The New Orleans Pelicans are allowing 30.8% shooting from deep and are grabbing 47.6 rebounds per game. Phoenix was projected to win this series in 5, but Devin Booker's injury and New Orleans playing better than expected has brought this to Game 6. The Suns led by 12 after the first quarter, and one held onto the lead the rest of the way to pick up the big win. In the game, they were led by Michael Bridges, who dropped 31 points, while Chris Paul had a double-double with 22 points and 11 assists. DeAndre Ayton also chipped in with 19, and off the bench Cam Payne had 13. New Orleans had dragged this series longer than many expected, and now at home, they can head back to Phoenix on Saturday in a do-or-die Game 7. In Game 5, they were slow out of the gate, and that cost them any shot of winning it. However, they did get solid performances from Brandon Ingram, who dropped 22, CJ McCollum had 21 and Jonas Valanciunas had a double-double with 17 points and 14 rebounds. The Pelicans went 1-3 against the Suns in the regular season and were blown out in all 3 losses, but in the playoffs, without Booker, they have made it closer. New Orleans also went 19-22 at home this year, compared to just 17-24 on the road. In the series, the Pelicans have been led by Ingram, who's averaging 28.2 ppg, while McCollum is averaging 23.4 and Valanciunas is chipping in with 15.4. They are also shooting just 45.4% from the field and 35.8% from 3 compared to 45.7% from the field and 33.2% from 3 during the regular season. Utah Jazz vs Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks hold all the momentum in this one after making light work of the Jazz in a dominant Game 5 win, but they won't want to get complacent after it came so easy to them on Monday. The Jazz could not have played worse than they did on Monday, and I'm sure we're going to see a response from them now that they have their backs against the wall. This game should be much closer, but with the line so short, I'd rather stick with the more consistent Mavericks team to get the job done on the road against a stumbling Jazz. Our best bet is Utah minus 1.5 points. The Jazz have the final opportunity to prolong this series and extend it to Game 7 in Dallas, but they must play way better than they did in Game 5. I expect to see Utah's best defensive performance of the playoffs, and I am backing Mitchell and Bogdanovic to bounce back offensively following a forgettable night in a massive loss the last time out. Rudy Gobert is not his usual self on defense, and the 3-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year needs to step up and tighten up in the paint. It's his ground and he must do everything to stop Dallas from scoring easy points from the interior. The Dallas Mavericks will be aiming to move on to the second round after making light work of the Jazz in a 102-77 win in Game 5 on Monday. Luka Doncic led the team with 33 points, 13 rebounds and 5 assists. Jalen Brunson added 24 points with 5 rebounds and 4 assists, while Dorian Finney-Smith chipped in with 13 points, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. As a team, the Mavericks shot 43% from the field and 12 of 43 from the three-point line, but this win was all about their defense, as they held the Jazz to a season-low 36 points in the first half to take a 16-point lead into halftime, which ballooned to 33 points in the second half. The Utah Jazz might still be scratching their heads after getting destroyed by the Mavericks in an ugly loss on Monday. Jordan Clarkson led the team in scoring with 20 points on 9 of 15 shooting off the bench, while Rudy Gobert added 17 points with 11 rebounds, but no other player finished in double figures in scoring. As a team, the Jazz shot just 37% from the field and a horrific 3 of 30 from the three-point line, but they never gave themselves a chance after scoring just 36 points in the first half. Donovan Mitchell scored just 9 points on 4 of 15 shooting, Mike Conley scored just 4 points on 1 of 6 shooting, while Bojan Bogdanovic scored just 2 points on 0 of 9 shooting. In this series, the Jazz are averaging 99.6 points per game on a 44.6% from the floor. 12 players have touched the floor for the Jazz in the series, but on offense, it all comes down to 3 names. Mitchell averages 26.0 ppg, 5.0 apt, and 3.6 rpg. Jordan Clarkson is contributing 18.0 points as the sixth man, while Bojan Bogdanovic has 17.8 ppg and 4.2 rpg. Rudy Gobert's defensive numbers are going down, and he averages just 1.2 bpg and 0.2 spg, along with 12.4 ppg and 13.4 rpg. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you the user or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.